is the Check-In Show. I'm here with Mike Gamache and Claudio Capri, and Claudio's not here.
Well, Claudio's MIA, but he'll be joining us soon, I hope.
We hope.
We fingers crossed.
There we go. There, just getting that posted, letting people know that we're live to come in and say hello.
Hello, people. Please join in, chip in, post a comment, post a like.
Yeah.
How have you been?
I've been good. I worked something like 47 hours in 3 days.
Oh,
last
excellent.
week, which
well, excellent. I hope. I mean, yeah.
But
is that a top secret project we should, not discuss?
It is the TV show Transplant. I was just doing extra work, so if I did my job right, I helped the place look alive without being noticeable.
Right.
So,
well, there's a role for everyone.
Yes, that is the truth.
Mm-hmm.
So welcome. I see a couple people have tuned in. We've got a thumbs up from somebody. I don't know if that is the belated Claudio. Just tuning in to watch to see what kind of a train wreck we would have without him around, such as the fact that I forgot to put on one of my lights. See, look, I look so much better there.
Yes.
Oh, gee. Look at
you look a little bit tired, though. You got to admit. Yeah, it's a little, run down. Anyway.
Thanks.
It's
your birthday. You're looking old. You fucker.
You're looking really disgustingly old, Paul.
That's why I have you here.
Yes. For comparison,
so people can see.
I hey, there we go.
Linda Allen got vaccinated.
Hello.
It's a blank message, but we'll take that. Thank you, Linda. It's welcome. Are you still waiting on the second jab, Mike, or did you get a
yes,
one job?
I'm
jab,
actually. I have
jabby?
My second jabby is going to be roughly in 5 weeks from now. 14th of July, I think, is when I'm scheduled for my second Moderna jab. And my wife is scheduled for her Pfizer jab on the 28th of July. So by the end of July, we should both be fully vaccinated.
Well, which one was it that you only needed one of?
That was the Johnson & Johnson.
Oh, okay.
And I think that there's a limited amount of Johnson & Johnson vaccine coming into Canada. We're getting AstraZeneca, Pfizer, Moderna, and there was another one too. I can't remember. There was another one that is like very, very limited distribution. It might even be up north. I'm not sure. But the Johnson & Johnson was,
Thank you very much, Linda.
Yes, happy birthday, Paul. Definitely. So, how are you celebrating this time around? I mean, this is your second pandemic birthday. I mean, a lot of people I know have had two pandemic.
Actually, it's my first pandemic birthday because the last one I kind of refused to acknowledge it was really happening.
Well,
and prior to that, the birthday prior to that,
yes,
I sort of started to make plans, and then we agreed we were going to make plans, and then no plans got made. So I never really celebrated the birthday before that. So this is 3 birthdays in one. So it's 52,
well, I'm actually
51, and 50.
I'm subtracting the birthdays that happened during the pandemic. I'm removing them from the thing. I'm actually reducing my age from accordingly.
So you're 86 now?
No, I'm 66 right now. 2/3 of the mark of the beast. But I'm going to be 64 now officially. I'm subtracting these 2 years, these 2 pandemic birthdays. They don't count. So the next birthday will be 65th. So.
I don't know if you're familiar. I think it was the 80s. Sorry, I think it was the 90s. It might have been the 80s. There was a video-only band, or that's what they wanted to be, out of California. Originally called Green Jello, but then due to lawsuits became known as Green Jelly.
Right.
And I think they had a song that was 668, the neighbor of the beast.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah. I had once commented on somebody saying 666A, the basement dweller of the beast.
yeah,
So yeah, so I'm two thirds of the beast. But now since I've removed 2 years, I will be only 64. Will you still feed me? Will you still need me when I'm 64? So I can use that again. So
you
yeah.
should really stop the feeding me part.
Everybody has put on pandemic weight. Every single person, people I've casually met, like briefly, it's like, whoa, porked out a little, didn't we?
Hmm. I
But
don't know.
everybody,
I might go drinking in the park, the nice Verdun park here, close to the Verdun
yes,
beach tonight.
yeah,
If anyone wants to join, just
mm-hmm,
send me a little bit of a message, and
yeah,
we'll try to find a location. I'm yeah. Though my ex girlfriend said that she'd be dropping by some of my stuff tonight because nothing else rubs in a good birthday.
like
Uh,
yeah. Here's your shit, buddy. Get out of my life.
yeah.
Nice. Oh,
This is good and sweet, and just the right amount of gin.
oh, terrific. Yeah.
Just
Your your
joking,
your con- your
joking.
concoctions are rather inspired. I mean, I so so far I think you've had 3 or 4 different things that you've been drinking on the show, and every one of them has been sort of like very
Alcohol,
very unique, very eclectic.
alcohol that I've been drinking on this show.
No, just things that you're imbibing, just like drinks, be it an alcoholic beverage or just a concoction that you've come up with. So you're very you have a very eclectic taste, my friend.
You know what? I just realized it
Yes.
is like it's in the afternoon. I can
Oh
probably
yes.
add some gin to my concoction,
Of
which
course you could.
is is going to be a little strange because this contains tea, and I'm putting it in iced tea,
Iced tea.
and
It's in the same family. They'll
it,
meld. They'll
and it,
meld.
it's a Montreal gin. On top of
Excellent.
that, they don't sponsor me. I just leave the bottle up there with the hope that they
Yes,
will
just
appreciate the screen time and send me a free bottle at some point.
exactly. They don't sponsor you, but it's a hint.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit of a reminder that you
Uh,
have an aficionado here.
yeah, a number of people have actually told me that they've tried it and they really liked it because
Mhm.
of watching me,
Yeah.
and still no
Nope.
sponsorship deal.
No. Oh well.
So how is everybody else doing on this fine day as we are beginning to slide down to the end of lockdown?
Yes, I read yesterday that the North American uh, continent, if you will, the North American area of has reached
Oh, you got to get that
60
mic.
60%. No, my wife is going to get that upstairs.
Okay.
I hope. Yes, she does. The North American area, Mexico, Canada, and the United States have reached 60% of first dose and
Mm.
almost 35% of second dose of fully vaccinated people. So
Uh,
we're leaders. Like we're really up there. So we're doing
yeah,
well.
I know Quebec is doing very well,
Yes.
but we were also one of the most hardest hit places,
Yeah.
and we have some of the strongest conspiracy theorists outside of Alberta. Uh,
Ooh, Alberta, they're a special group.
but uh, the thing is, I heard that we had those numbers, but they didn't include people under 18.
Yeah.
So we're nowhere near herd immunity.
No, oh no. We haven't.
No,
I
so
think the cusp for herd immunity is roughly around 70-75%. That's where they consider that, yeah, we have enough vaccine and fully vaccinated. That has to be. Uh, I think that's where the health people say it's it's not perfect, but it's good enough to consider that infections and propagation of the virus will be very, very limited. It'll be a very limited spread beyond what we have presently. So
Yeah, it's. I know that the case numbers have been dropping here in
yes.
Quebec.
Oh,
So
good Lord, yes. And thank good Lord, and yeah, thank the Lord for that. Jeez, I mean, it's like I've 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 heard of a few people who have gotten COVID, and even though they've had a mild case of it, they still said it was the worst thing. It was worse than any flu they'd ever had, and they're concerned that there's going to be long-term consequences to this, to having contracted
yeah,
it. So if you can avoid it,
I know
please
somebody
do.
who does have long
Yeah,
term consequences to
yeah.
it. And yeah, there's people getting limbs amputated.
Oh
So
my, yeah. Yeah, some people have had severe complications in terms of like kidney failure, in terms of liver damage, in terms of digestive like complications where they cannot their food intake is not being fully metabolized. It's not being absorbed. So there's a lot of different, and some people have, of course, have mental issues from it. So this is really a nasty, nasty thing to get. And like I said, avoid it at all costs. Avoid it as
it's
it's
one of
just
my.
don't get it.
Let's keep it a little bit positive on my birthday.
Yes.
But I have to say, if you follow me on Twitter, and the link tree there has all my links. Actually, if anyone wants to give me a birthday gift, go and subscribe to every one of my YouTube channels. Subscribe to
Yes.
all of them.
Yes, please.
That would be greatly appreciated. But my Twitter account, I think probably one of the things I did that hit the best over the past year that I posted on Twitter is that I think the greatest fallout from, see if I can remember it exactly, the greatest fallout from the COVID lockdowns is going to be the smugness of agoraphobic germaphobes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they were like, see, we were right all along. See, we told you.
It'd be curious to find out if Howie Mandel, like
Yeah,
knowing the precautions he takes in
yeah,
his everyday life, like
yeah.
pre-COVID, if
Mm.
he actually did get exposed
Yeah,
or had it.
I'd be curious to find that out also. Yeah, so yeah, a few weeks back we were talking about I'd sent you the article about the term
Languishing.
languishing, and how everybody was sort of like in a state of almost like a funk, but not quite a funk, just sort of like in neutral and cruise, like floating along, basically, like with a life
But
preserver.
just to
And
interrupt for a second,
yes.
I think the fact that you mentioned kidney failure may have scared Claudio away because he was supposed to have joined us by now.
Yes. Where are you,
So,
Claudio? Come on.
all right. So
Anyway,
continue on about
yes.
languishing.
But yesterday I read another. My wife pointed out another article that I'm trying to remember where it was from. Might have been from a British source, and the person was saying that the new thing that's coming about from as a result of the pandemic and its effects is that as things open up, as things return to a normalcy, if you will, of a kind, one of the things that a lot of people are dreading or are experiencing is that people have been distancing socially for so long that now that they are being allowed to become social again, people are forgetting how to socialize. People are like, how do we do this again? Hey, there he is.
Hello, hello, hello.
How do we do this again? There we go.
Anything you want to say to Paul, Claudio?
Paul, it's something. It's a special day today. What is it today?
I know it's
Mike.
Arbor Day.
No, it's something to do with time, the passage of time.
Oh yeah, great.
Yeah.
No, Paul. Happy birthday, sir.
Thank you, Claudio.
Yeah.
Thank you, and I'm glad that you took care of taking care of yourself,
Yes.
because that's very important for me. Is the fact that you are going to take care of yourself, because you've gone through a major kind of life change in this past year. So
Thank you. Thank you.
In the
Means
past
a
few
lot.
months, really. Yeah.
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 Thank you.
It's yeah. I'm glad to see you. You're looking good, buddy.
Thanks. But no, it's Paul's birthday, so let's focus on Paul.
getting me
Yeah.
drunk? What?
So Paul, sorry if I was interrupting. So you both were talking about people forgot how to do things, how to socialize.
How to socialize again? The article I was reading was saying that people are sort of reluctant to reconnect with people that they've socialized with in the past, and their awkwardness in like, oh, okay, well, we have to sort of there's things allowed, there's things not allowed, there's things that and what do I talk about? Do I make jokes? Are jokes going to be like, oh, are there going to be unacceptable jokes, or am I going to offend somebody if I make light of the situation?
I want to be in a comedy club right now.
I know. My first thought was like, no, let the comedians make the bad jokes. You just leave that to us. That's our profession. Let's do that. We can provide that service for you.
Bad jokes is your profession.
Oh, maybe. Okay.
Mine is good jokes. I do good jokes. I don't even do good jokes. I do funny jokes.
Yes, that's
funny jokes.
Funny jokes. Yes.
But
Claudio was saying we should have surprised you, Paul. But I said the only way possibly you put it's your birthday in the poster. In the poster,
my dementia isn't that strong that I forgot.
Exactly. And I said to Claudio, I said the only way we could probably surprise Paul if we showed up to the podcast naked. Yeah, that's not.
There's people I do podcasts with that I prefer to see naked before I see you guys. No offense.
I completely agree, and I don't blame you one bit. I wouldn't want to see me naked either.
So that's why there's no mirrors in your bathroom.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly. Actually, I'm coming to you from my living room for a change. So
yes, we don't have the China cabinet.
No, the China cabinet
crystal behind you.
It's not. Yeah, exactly.
Which is that humble brag that you do. Yeah, I have fancy dishes. I have dishes that I only use on special occasions.
There was, I remember we all three of us were at a comedy. Well, we were on a Saturday comedy club in Ville Saint Laurent, and Natasha roasted Mike, and he goes, "Mike, your biggest concerns and problems that you have is trying to remember your password and how to get into Facebook." Just the way she said it.
Yeah.
But and then I forgot your reaction because you didn't laugh for a second, and I'm in my head I'm like, oh god, it's true. Probably his biggest concern is trying to remember his password.
Probably reminded him at that point that he couldn't remember what his password was.
Yeah. Exactly. But my problem is not having no memory. My problem is having too much memory. I remember everything. Word to the wise.
That sounded like a blackmail threat.
I have an elephantine memory. Yeah. No, it's not a threat. It's just, word to the wise.
There's a small penis joke in there.
Yeah, I think so.
Careful.
Yeah, I don't think I'll go there.
We can't say the penis word anymore on YouTube.
Oh, you can't?
You can't say penis?
No. You can't talk anything about sex or anything about race or anything concerning COVID, or else YouTube will flag you.
Really?
Oh, really? Because that's what I do every Wednesday.
Let's whip out the euphemisms then. Let's whip out the phalluses.
Exactly. There was a lot that came out this week for YouTube.
Oh, really?
And then I read about this. I'm like, so, all right, so we can't make any jokes about anything. I mean, not anything, but I have to find the article and I have to send it to you both because it's really redundant. Not redundant. It's really annoying because
I would easily challenge that because I've had a video pulled down.
Mm-hmm.
And I challenged it, and then they apologized and said, "No, you're right. This has to go out there." So, and because it was sex education,
Right.
and so they went and agreed. By the way, I have this.
Aha. Yes. The bald-headed hermit and the artichoke. Okay.
An erotic thesaurus.
Oh, lovely. Yes.
So there's if we can we
I
can
am a
challenge
big fan.
YouTube.
I am a big fan of euphemisms. I mean, like,
It's finding different ways of saying stuff.
yes. Yeah, combustible anal orifice.
Oh wow, some of these are probably a little bit racist. Just
Aha.
A
Say.
little
Okay.
bit. You mean very.
well,
Very.
I opening up randomly. I see sexual positions, vaginal intercourse, with also oral sex and sodomy. So many of these terms come from early marriage manuals and are rather tame when compared to terms used for copulation. But here's some of the terms to be using for sexual positions. Is a balanced position, Chinese fashion, Chinese style,
Okay.
coition a posteriori.
Ah, yes. That sounds like Latin.
I believe my pronunciation is probably a little bad.
Mm-hmm.
Coitus a la vache, which
Okay.
is cowgirl,
Right.
dog fashion, dog ways, doggy style,
Right.
dorsal coition.
Mm.
And then there's a little side thing note here saying Chinese style is side by side.
Ah.
The soaring butterfly and the cowgirl are both woman on top.
Right.
End to end, figura veneris prima, flat rear entry, which I believe the kids call prone bone.
Oh,
not-
okay.
Okay.
Not sure. The knee trembler, mama papa position, man on bottom, man on top, missionary position, oceanic position. The knee trembler is a standing position. Pendula Venus, rodeo sex, side by side, soaring butterfly, taken from behind, ventral dorsal position. Ventral dorsal, different than dorsal position apparently. Woman on bottom, woman on top, and the X position, and rodeo sex is AKA doggy style. That's not wasn't that great of one, but it gives you different ways to. Oh wow. Terms, euphemisms for female masturbation. That's,
Oh, okay.
we're off on a
We're-
bit of a
yeah, we're-
tangent.
Yeah,
We've
completely. But
taken-
please go
yeah.
ahead.
So I'm so glad that we can only see you two from the neck up. All
I know, thank God.
right, to air the orchid. I just want to point out there that terms for female masturbation are so much nicer than the terms for
Oh,
male
Yeah.
God, yeah.
I was
Choking the chicken.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, I was
come
just
on.
gonna mention that.
until the next one here, which is based the tuna.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, it's not as bad as you mentioned as one for men. So base,
Yeah.
so base of tuna is, I would
Sounds
take.
like a cooking term.
Yes,
yeah.
very much so. But
Beat one's beaver.
ooh,
Brush one's
very
beaver.
Canadian.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, oh yeah, Russian beer is really good.
Bury one's knuckles. Which sounds much more
That's
descriptive.
that's like really like hardcore.
That's like
Yeah.
fisting LMX.
Buff the weasel. Butter one's muffin. The buttonhole. Caress one's kitty. Catch a buzz. Clap one's clit. Clap with one hand.
No flick the bean.
Well, I'm only on the C so far.
You
Cooking-
the bean.
Cook
You- the bean.
cucumbers. Digitate. Do
Yes.
one's nails. Dunk the
Oh.
beaver. Express oneself.
Yes.
Fan one's fur. Feed one's fish. Feed one's horse. Finger paint. Finger fuck. Flit one's clit. Frig. Get a date with slick mittens. Get a date with slick mittens.
Wow.
There's an interesting thing.
Yeah, the visual on that is wow.
Yes. There is, let's see, slick. Okay. Get a fat lip. Get a lube job. Get a stain out of one's carpet. Go it alone.
I'm sorry, the carpet stain one is like, oh my god.
Yeah. Scrub.
Scrubbing bubbles, yes, you'll need.
Yeah,
Get the Hoover on there, yeah.
grab one's goatee. Grease one's gash. Grease one's skillet. Grease one's lips. A hand shandy. Jill off, the female equivalent of jacking off, as in Jack and Jill went up the hill.
Yeah.
Hide one's hot dog. Hit the slit. Hitchhike to heaven. Oh, that sounds beautiful.
Yeah, that sounds
Hitchhike
like
to heaven.
It sounds like a pleasant journey.
It almost sounds like suicide, though.
Yeah, almost. Yeah.
Hose one's hole. I guess the prevalence of those massage settings on showers.
Mm-hmm.
Itch one's ditch. Jill off. Leg lock the pillow. Lube one's labia. Make one's kitty purr. Make one's pussy purr. Make waves. Massage one's clit. Mistress bait.
Mm-hmm.
Paddle the pink canoe. Part the Red Sea. Pat one's snatch. Pet Snoopy. Pet one's poodle. Pet one's pussy. Play cooch hockey for one.
Ah.
Oh, play coach hockey. Sorry,
Coach hockey.
I immediately went for cooch.
Coach, yes.
Yeah. There. This is just a second. Yeah, there's a whole page and a little bit more, but obviously it's if you want a little bit of poetic, dirty terms to increase. It's a wonderful little book that can help elevate your writing.
I am an absolute huge fan of euphemisms because the British are exceptionally great at telling somebody how to F off to their face in terms that make it sound like they're complimenting you.
True. Yeah.
So,
which is weird because they usually had the military might to take anyone down.
Yeah.
So.
But they're so civilized, don't you know? Like, I think you are a rotter, but I respect you nonetheless.
It's okay to be racist against British people, right? Is that what we're saying? This is
well,
by the way.
I think there are a few ists that have become not acceptable, but are more tolerable, and unfortunately, I think ageism is one of the isms people have no problem, dissing old people, but it's like obviously race. If you're white, if you're Anglo-Saxon, if you're you're considered the oppressor, you're sort of fair game.
We've got a few people watching. If anyone have any questions or anything you want to say, just type it into the chat and comment. Hit like. We're usually we don't run longer than a half hour, but I think we might today because I just spent 10 minutes reading the different euphemisms for female masturbation from the wonderful book. The Bald-Headed Hermit and the Artichoke.
Mm-hmm. You don't get any royalties from that at all.
I don't whatsoever. So I'm not sure if I should put this guy here.
Hey, the duck makes an appearance.
So he's going to commit suicide. Sorry, not to trigger warning anyone. If anyone's looking what to get me for my birthday, they can see the link tree below, and you can go and subscribe to all my YouTube channels.
Yes,
that would be lovely.
Support Paul in this wonderful endeavor of his.
Yes. So, Paul, what are you doing for your birthday later?
I'm not sure. I might go drink in the park. If anyone wants to come for a nice, socially distanced walk.
Which
and
park?
drink.
Which park are we talking about?
Verdun Park. So near Verdun Beach. If I might set up a location.
I shall Google it on the map.
Okay. Yeah, it's Verdun Beach. It's like Delaglease Metro. I might be a little bit east of the beach, just to avoid some of the crowds and chance to hang out if anyone wants to hang out today. I know Claudio, you're going to work today, aren't you?
Yeah, he's working this evening.
Yeah, 4:30 till 10:45.
Nice. Yeah. Did Chaos Walking finish with you guys yet? Claudio works in theaters for anyone.
Yeah. So here's the thing. So Chaos Walking. We were supposed to get it because the cinema it's been open for 4 or 5 weeks now. So we were supposed to get Chaos Walking, but now it's going directly to digital download.
Okay.
So, but so what
It
they're
already
doing?
had been released in the States, and
Yeah,
I know
exactly.
you could get it digitally in the States
Yeah, that's
as
true.
well.
That's true. But because there's some films I've been looking online that already came out. So there's two films I want to see. So they're not in theaters, but now they're going with a different film company. So the film company is buying that film that's already out, and they're gonna put it into theaters. So Chaos Walking, I won't be surprised if another company buys it, and then they're gonna bring that to cinemas.
I don't know. Like Lionsgate considered it unreleasable.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, like yeah. But I
It- it's-
mean, oh, go
It's
ahead.
got two huge stars
Yeah.
in it,
does.
plus me. So,
Well, actually, four huge stars.
well, okay, you want to include Mads Mikkelsen and
Yeah,
me as a
exactly.
huge star,
Yeah, and then you have Tom Holland,
and
Daisy Ridley. And then you.
All right. Yeah, see, like that's how you suck up people.
Exactly.
That's how you.
That's
just
how you.
pucker up and
That's
go
how
for the
you
brown
toot
lips.
your own horn, and that's not a euphemism.
Exactly. But
Not flexible enough to do that one.
but did you like I've been reading the review, obviously there were mixed reviews, and apparently like Doug Liman didn't like this film that he didn't even put his own credits and like on his like on the poster, because usually you know like you have like obviously you have a poster, and you have like let's say for example a Paul Ash film, Claudio Capri film. But in this one, you don't see a Doug Liman film, and I'm like, wow, okay,
Ooh.
all right.
There was a little bit of tension between his AD and the assistant director and the crew in Montreal.
Yeah.
But when Doug Lyman showed his version to the Lionsgate execs, they told him it was unreleasable, and that's when they went back and they did a bunch of reshoots, which they changed the third act of the film heavily, which cut a lot of my scenes. I'm not completely out of it, so I'm still visible in there.
Okay.
But they went from a third act that would have had a massive running battle with like dozens of characters to having a third act that is just 3 actors, maybe
Okay.
four.
So not much of a denouement there.
No.
Okay.
That's yeah, no, because it's based off a book, graphic novel
A
as
series.
well. Yeah.
It's not a graphic novel. It was a young adult novel.
Okay. Yeah, but because I remember when I was younger, I read a few of them, and then I'm like, oh, okay. So then when I heard that they were making this film and you were in this film, I'm like, all right. And then I heard that the crew was having issues. I'm like, okay, it's not going to be a good movie. I mean, when they have those sort of problems, I'm like, oh man, why?
Sometimes the best intended projects run into human interference and human interactions that make the project just fall flat. So
I want to state I'm
Yes.
a fan of Doug Lyman's previous work. I mean, he's the guy that built the Bourne franchise. He's also did Jon Favreau's and Vince Vaughn's first film.
Made
You're So Money.
yeah.
What is it? What is the name of that film?
I'm gonna look that up in a sec.
Swingers.
Yes, Swingers. Yes,
That's the name of it.
and he did well. I mean, Mr. and Mrs. Smith is whatever, but my favorite underrated Doug Liman film is Jumper. To me, that's one of his my favorite films he's done, and also he did Fair Game with Sean Penn and Naomi Watts. I liked it. It was even though it was not well received, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for what it was.
Yeah, it's the movie has a lot of high concept stuff, which is interesting. But even when we were filming it, I couldn't quite picture how it would work, and seeing how it was brought to the screen, went, oh, okay, no, that actually works.
Okay.
I would have loved to have seen the third act that we originally shot, because it seemed interesting when we were doing it. Plus, people would get to see me with a big hole in my head, just a massive hole.
Yes, I'm the guy. I'm the guy with the hole in my head.
Yeah, exactly.
It was right about here, so it was like
Okay.
a big chunk of my head looked like it was missing, or at least damaged. But I was still up and running around.
It takes a lot to put Paul down.
Damn right.
Hey, Mads Mikkelsen actually said, "So you're still alive at this point? All right, you're going to be in the sequel." So
Oh, Mads is good.
yeah, no, super. The all of the stars were so impressive and so amazing to work with, and so impressive on set. I have to say, all of them were super pleasant. Daisy Ridley overheard me mentioning, "Oh, this is where we do a spit take," and she said, "What's a spit take?" So I had to explain to Daisy Ridley what a spit take was.
Right.
I actually saw Tom Holland get his nose broken by a Jonas brother. I guess it's Nick Jonas. That's one in the film.
Yeah.
Wow.
And his professionalism of just like, okay, let's get it in place, get the bleeding start, and get back into that fight scene.
Maybe he's had this experience before.
Yes, he actually
Because if you break your nose the first time,
his-
I don't think you just sort of like go, okay, let's just put it back in place. You're going,
he-
holy
he's,
shit!
apparently broken his nose 3 or 4 times on various
Yeah.
productions.
Yeah.
So congrats to him on working so much, but also to his physical dedication to what he does. Yeah, and Mads Mikkelsen, I mentioned how polite he was. There was a Quebecois actor. I'm not familiar with his name, so I'm just going to look it up. But he came in for just like a small role, and then they liked him, and so they decided to give him a bigger role in the film. Okay. Oh yeah, I didn't really interact much with Kurt Sutter though. Kurt Sutter was there. Vincent Leclerc.
Okay.
So he came in and they had him in these big red dreadlocks. So he was brought in as like for a small role, and then they just expanded the role to include him. That was the other thing. The script was heavily in flux while we were filming.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is
So yeah.
he
Makes for interesting reads.
Yeah, it was like he didn't have a set shot list when we started each day,
Okay.
and he just went, all right, let's.
Was there a lot of improv dialogue?
There was some, I believe, but
Yeah.
there was also some sci-fi terms that they wanted to make sure got used.
Of course, yes.
I mean, I was just a background on that, so I'm not, expert on everything that was going on. It's seeing how like the third ADs were trying to improvise as much as possible because they didn't have a proper set of shot lists of what was needed. So do we use all the backgrounds on this, or are we going to flip and do a reverse, and now I need all these background again on the other side? And yeah, it's a shame. It was a
The
shame.
magic of movie making.
Exactly. Magical movie making. Huh?
And then when they went and they did the reshoots, it took a while to get it coordinated because both Daisy Ridley and Tom Holland are, busy working actors.
Other projects.
And they both, you can see it in the new third act that they had filmed for it, that they're physically older, that they aged a lot in the night or 2 that they slept. So
Yeah.
Is this the movie that you auditioned for and then you cut your hair?
no.
Okay.
No, that's something that's probably won't be out till next year.
Okay.
So I got to work with
Like we auditioned this guy, but we got this guy.
Well, I had a scene with Ralph Ineson in that, and Ralph Ineson can be very intimidating, but he is also very nice, and that's a wonderful thing. Talk about people who are doing amazing stuff. Check out Chris Sandiford's Instagram,
Yeah.
because he's been in Australia now for
Oh yeah.
a month or 2 months, and he's filming a TV series down there.
Oh, cool.
When I found out he was going down to Australia to film something, I thought he might have got into a Marvel movie just because of his connection to Taika Waititi.
Right.
Because he's been directed by Taika Waititi before. He's also been in. Well, how he got in there was though Taika, like we're on a first name basis. The
Well, you can at least pronounce his
Very
name.
much, Lise.
Happy birthday, Ash. Yeah.
But he directed one episode, but it was based on a series he had done previously. Is Things We Do in the Shadows. So things we do in the shadows has a series which was filmed in Toronto, and Chris Sandiford was part of that.
Yeah.
So, which is really kind of cool. Now he's going down. He went to Australia, but it's for another TV series. I thought he might be getting in on Thor: Love and Thunder, because that was filming at the same time in Australia.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, so Chris is showing videos of him on stage in Australia doing stand up. And he's doing a lot of little nature walks along the beach. He hasn't shown any animals trying to kill him yet, so I don't know if it's really Australia. But
No, it can't be Australia if he hasn't had a near brush with death at least once. Then he's bullshit you. He's not.
Or two kangaroos fighting each other in front of him. You know?
oh, you know what? I think Chris is the kind of guy that would step in to break that up. Go,
Yeah, I
dude,
think
you're
so.
both brothers. Come on.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Or the
Hop
bear.
hop away.
Or the bear, like he'll go knock out the bear to save a puppy or a cat, you know, or human being.
It's only koala bears. I mean,
Yes.
You're more in danger of having them piss on you and give you syphilis than
Exactly.
That's true.
than them coming all at you like charging madly.
Yeah. So I don't know what's worse, like a skunk or a koala bear.
I've heard koala bears have a particularly pungent and repulsive smell constantly. So, like a skunk will spray you. A skunk, you can see a skunk walk in your neighborhood. If you don't bother it'll walk away, and you won't get any smell. But if it sprays you, but koala bears apparently stink all the time.
Now, as a resident of North America,
Yeah.
I'm more worried about skunks than koala bears. Sorry.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, no, same. But then if you ever have to go to Australia, you're like, oh God, I gotta worry about koala bears, skunks, and kangaroos. Ah, damn it.
I don't think they have skunks.
I don't think they have skunks. No.
Yet that we know
They would
of.
have had to import them, like the rabbits.
Like the rabbits. Rabbits are a major pest in Australia.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah,
Because they have no enemies. They have no predators.
exactly.
So
For me to be worried about a koala while I'm living in Verdun is like being afraid of a people person eater, and because a purple people eater. That's it.
yeah. Very
Purple
few
people.
grizzly bears in Verdun too.
That's true. That's true.
More of a chance of having a grizzly bear in Verdun than a koala bear.
Yeah. That's point now. Great. Now I have to look out for grizzly bears. Thanks, Mike. Just
God damn it, Mike.
just kind of put that little fear. Let's like lift little his medulla oblongata and shove in a new fear, a new paranoia.
Yeah, but before the grizzly bears move east from the Rockies, they'd have more than enough with getting the bison and the elk before they get to you. So you're safe for a good while.
I probably look like with being a man of my size. Thank you, just for reminding me how fat I am. That you compare my body type to a bison. I know it's the same color. I wouldn't run as fast as a bison, so I'll be the soft. Like I'll be like the fruit gushers of bison.
Yes, you'll be the appetizer that leads to a bison for a bear.
I think there's enough on me to like kind of leave them sated. It's just I'll be easier to catch and a bit juicier. So
Probably, yeah.
that's what I need. I need to get track pants that say "juicy" on the back. Just for the grizzly bear audience.
Yes, exactly.
It's surprising. All my gin is gone, and I've become funnier.
Where did it go?
It's a magic trick.
It's magic trick, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So how Claudio, we haven't really touched base
Picked on
with
you
you and
much.
picked on you much. I also we want to know how have you been? You've had a few little run-ins with your medical situation. And yesterday I think you were having
I had
a test and that came out okay.
I don't know yet. The test came out okay.
Oh, you haven't had the results.
No,
Okay.
I didn't get the results yet because I had an MRI. No, sorry, I had an ultrasound for my kidney and bladder.
Okay.
So, I mean, I didn't feel anything. I'm okay. So then, like, the person who did the ultrasound, he just took it. They said, okay, it's good. I'm like, do I know the results? Goes, no, your doctor find out. I'm like, oh, do you know when that's going to be? He goes, probably within a few weeks to a month. I'm like, perfect. I still have to worry about this for another month.
No, you don't have to worry about it.
Actually, the thing is, the longer they wait, the
Yeah.
better the news will be.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, actually, you know what? Since you both brought that up, I mean, today is Paul's birthday, so I really don't want to be talking about me here, but,
Yeah. Don't worry. I deserve it.
no, but that's the thing, right? So I'm like, because I've done the blood tests a week or two after I came out of the hospital, and I was stressing. I'm like, oh my god, like, what if I have something? What if I have something? But then everyone's telling me, like, oh, like you're both, and my friends and family are telling me, if you don't hear anything, the results from your blood test, that means it's something. It's good.
It's okay.
So I'm like, because if it was an emergency,
They'd pull you into the hospital faster.
Yeah, so yeah. But now I also have this fear of what if the blood tests they're doing it now and then they're going to pull me in. But I'm like, I think they've already done that if I did.
The indicators that would give the doctor cause to worry about you, to be alarmed, they show up quite readily. They're not something that you have to dig for eons to try and figure out. Oh, look, there's a tiny little this. No, it shows up like bah, bah, and if you get the bah, bah, yeah, they bring you into the hospital. So they really, there's no half measures here. You're well, or you need help. So
so I think they already did the blood because I did the blood test plenty of times. Okay, all right. No, because it's just weird. Like, what if they're gonna tell me this like now, and then they're gonna pull me in? I'm like, I think they were told me at the beginning after I did my other blood tests.
Plus you got to remember, with diabetes, you are going to have fluctuating blood sugar levels. You're going to have, and before you get settled into your routine of how you deal with you and your therapies to deal with your diabetes, there's gonna be that little.
Oh no, I'm already okay with that. I'm already now like let's say we would go out, right? I would have to bring my insulins with me, my blood sugar, my testing, my snacks, because now I'm not that comfortable eating out. No,
I don't blame you until you've got things under control. You shouldn't be taking chances.
Exactly. So like when we do a comedy show, I have to bring my own food, or if I would come over, I'm like, listen, I feel really comfortable eating my own food. So that's the thing. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay at that level. It's just, now I'm like, okay, well, this ultrasound is I like to know my results.
What exactly were they checking with this ultrasound to see if it was a boy or a girl, or?
Oh yeah, both. So what happened was while I was diagnosed with diabetes, I was kept in the hospital. One of the doctors was saying that they spotted tiny little bit of blood in my bladder, in my urine. So it could be possible kidney stones, but they'll let me know. So while I was in the hospital, I had no update on that. I went to the bathroom regularly. I was okay. And then the doctor kept saying, oh, well, you know what? Go and do like an ultrasound. And then there we go. So I've been doing blood tests every 2 weeks. So it's a precaution just to see. But and then because I was supposed to do it at the end of May,
Right.
but then the person who did who was the department who charged an ultrasound had to cancel. So I'm like, so if it was an emergency, I would have gone somewhere. But I guess it's not that big of an emergency. But at the same, so now nurses were telling me, oh yeah, not to worry. I'm like, yeah. Well, you know what? I'll keep that in mind while I'm getting this needle in my veins, and they're like, oh, we're gonna do blood tests. I'm like,
But when was your first diagnostic of diabetes given to you? It was in March. Was it April,
no,
March?
when I went to the emergency room.
Which
Because
was when?
It was end of April. Yes, end of April.
End of April. Okay.
So
you're actually only about 2 months, a month and a half into this.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're a baby diabetic.
Yeah.
you're just crawling yet right now. You're not,
and if we ever get to the point that you can come over and hang out here, one of my roommates is also diabetic, and he does a lot of cooking. So
okay, perfect, good.
He can get
he likes to cook for other
recipes.
people too.
He can get you recipes and tips on what to fix and how to fix it. And
also because I've been following a list on like what fruits and vegetables I could eat or not eat. And then I've been eating a lot of poultry, beef here and there, a lot of vegetables, fruit. Week by week I'm finding out what fruits I could eat. So I have like 4 types of fruits, which is apples, pears, oranges. No, actually 3. That's 3. I don't know why I said and peaches. Did I see? Yes, peaches. I could drink milk, coffee. I'm cutting out coffee completely. But I'm sticking to a lot of vegetables. Rice is brown rice, size of your palm. But I replace rice with quinoa or chickpeas. So I'm just focusing on poultry and vegetables.
Quinoa is like it's basically a colon broom. So
yeah,
it's at least you're going nice and regular now.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm replacing. So I'm having quinoa instead of because it's carbs. So I'm having that instead of rice or pasta. I cut out pasta completely.
It's complex carbs that you have to avoid.
How long do you have to cut out pasta before you lose the Italian accent?
Forever. You see me on stage, I'm like, oh crap. But no, I have to cut out.
I used to be Italian, and now I'm just a
Claudio.
Yes.
I have no idea what accent I
have the borscht instead of the instead of the borscht.
Yeah. But I also dropped weight because they took my weight yesterday, so I went from 236 to 226.
Ooh, excellent.
10 pounds.
Any amount of weight you shave off is going to be good for your metabolism.
Yes. So shave that back, please. Getting to be summer, and we want you to be able to not wear a shirt.
We wouldn't want to mistake you for a bear.
Grizzly sighted in St. Leonard. Grizzly has been sighted in St. Leonard.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, it's just the men's bocce team.
But no, I'm feeling a lot better. I mean,
even today.
A little bit, just a tiny bit, but it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah. But like I'm not as tired as I used to be. I'm not like even because at work I would usually walk up and down the stairs.
Well,
I would feel tired now. Even though if I'm tired, I'm like, okay, I could keep doing this.
That's because you've stabilized your blood sugar levels, and you don't have that fluctuation that you used to have. I think.
Yeah.
I think that was one of the things that was causing your anxiety. Is you were constantly all over the place in your your glucose levels were probably sky high at times, and
exactly it was
rock bottom at others. So
So the thing is this just before we end it. So for type 1 diabetics is you have to have your blood sugar from 4 to 7. So and then after dinner or lunch, or if it's a bit over, if it's 7 to 9 or 10, it's normal because you just ate.
Right.
But what I'm trying what I'm trying to get used to is when it reaches to 4.1, because I will usually panic. They just say drink like half a glass of orange juice or soda because it'll
Right.
bring. But that's what I have to. So when I look at 4.3, 4.2, I'm like, I'm panicking. I'm like, what do I do? But now I know what to do, and just basically, eat like a snack here and there. But that's the thing. I was gonna go somewhere with this. Oh yes, I'm just saying, like, diabetes is not some. Well, I mean, it's manageable if you want, because there are other people who do have diabetes, and like even type 1, and like, oh, I could eat whatever I want, and then he's back in the hospital. I'm like, well, you know what? Maybe you shouldn't have that barbecue sauce on your ribs. Or maybe you shouldn't have ribs at all.
Well, it's an adaptation to your situation that you have to put into practice, because this is your life now.
Yeah.
So it's not anything that, and nowadays especially it's more than manageable. The medication and the techniques are out there, and you just reach out, get the information, do what you need to do,
Exactly.
and you'll be okay, my friend. You'll be okay.
Yeah. No, I'm okay. It's just that I was worried because at one point my eyesight was not going that well on the day of. Then they're like, yeah, it's because of your diabetes. I'm like, well, it's not what I thought it was. So then now I'm okay. But,
It's not a brain tumor.
honestly, I thought it was that other word that we're not going to mention.
Yes, the C word.
I hate not COVID. I thought for some reason it was that.
Yeah.
And well, yesterday I had.
Why would cunt do that to you? They're lovely. The only way that would really affect my vision is like if they were sitting on my face leaning forward.
Very close up. Very close up.
Exactly. And it goes in your eye, like, But yeah,
that's not my reaction at that.
Oh my God! Yes,
just to put that out there for the visual. Just
Yes.
If there's any women out there that do squirt easily from clitoral stimulation,
Yes.
warn your partner.
Yeah.
If you're in a 69, because
yeah.
I had the back of my eyeballs washed.
Wow.
That was.
and then Paul's
An
like,
eye-opening experience.
Right up the nose, into the sinus.
Oh my Lord! Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Man. Oh man.
We're going off on another tangent here.
No, it's just somebody threatened us with YouTube taking us down.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
I wonder who it is, Mike. No.
I don't
Oh, yeah.
know.
Oh man, but Paul, how are you? Before we go off air, like, how are you health wise? How is everything with you?
Oh,
and
shit.
Mike? Oh.
I don't know. The past couple days, I think I've been eating to harm myself. But it's the thing. Hopefully some people will want to go for a park walk tonight.
I would have joined you if I didn't work. God damn it.
All is good. We'll see how it goes. We're not allowed to drink in the park after 11, or is it after 8?
Midnight.
After 8.
Oh, okay,
No.
Okay, the old
You
port's
can
at
be in the
midnight.
parks.
We're done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's the old port. I think you can't be in the.
Yeah,
in
until
after
midnight. Yeah, unless it's like a film set going on. But apart from that, not to. I mean, if you're around there, if you're just going for a walk and the cops happen to stop and say, "Listen, I live around here. I'm going for a walk." They're not going to stop. But if you're with a bunch of hooligans yelling and
Oh, you hang with hooligans, dude.
yeah, these hooligans.
It's the
Yeah.
hooligans.
Yes.
Thank you for reminding me of that Bill Hicks bit.
These old hooligans.
Yeah.
What are they good for?
The hooligans had turned over a dustbin in West Shaftesbury. That sounds so quaint. So it's
Very, very quaint.
Bilbo
Yes.
Baggins'
Yes.
Hobbit and crime wave
Yes.
is this.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No drunken soccer hooliganisms.
Not yet.
Yeah.
No, yeah, not yet.
All right, so recommendations from stuff that you watched in the past week.
I'll go on. Mike, go ahead.
I have actually been. I have been sort of binging on political stuff on MSNBC, and
Okay.
I'm following the debacle that is happening south of us, and I am vastly entertained, but I'm also vastly concerned about what the hell is going on down there. Because we have friends in the States. We have American friends that we're in contact with, and we're going, geez, we like, you know, we're hoping and praying that things work out for them, because holy crap, are they in shit up to their ears, basically. Because it's just going crazy, and that's been my focus. I mean, I watched a few series and a few movies here and there, but nothing to like, most of the movies I've watched, it's my second or third watching of them. It's not like I go back to tried and true. There's not a lot of new stuff that I've been attracted to. So, and I don't know if that's just the familiar is comfortable, and in this situation, in these times, this is almost like comfort food for me. So I don't know. Okay. I have no recommendations for that. So sorry, drawing a blank for me today.
Okay,
Claudio.
I actually saw recently Army of the Dead, the new Zack Snyder film on Netflix. It was a fun dumb zombie film.
Well, he's got to build a universe based off of that, because there's a lot of hidden stuff in there, such as the robot zombies and.
Yeah, exactly. I have to rewatch the film again, but I mean, it was fun. I mean, Dave Bautista being Dave Bautista. I'm like, all right, this is. But apart from I enjoyed it. It's a good 2.5. It was 2.5 hours. I felt
of robot zombies.
No, I honestly felt
zombies are hidden.
Yeah, they're hidden.
Okay, they're hidden.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no! It does really quick, because at one point they're watching. It's like, wait, what? What's that? But no, they're doing he's doing a whole universe of this, and
there's time travel involved too.
Sorry, what?
Time travel.
Oh wow. Okay. No. Okay. I'm just gonna. Nope.
Nope. You're not gonna nope out of there. Okay.
I'm not gonna. No. All I'm saying is that Dave Bautista did a good job in this action. It was Dave.
Yeah. Bautista actually impressed me with his acting in Blade Runner 2049.
49. Yeah,
especially that little 10-minute clip that is actually before the movie that you had to sort of watch on YouTube. That was. He just did a great job with that.
And he's going to be in Denis Villeneuve's Dune.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do there. I mean, normally, you sort of get surprised by a wrestler who can act. Like Andre the Giant was actually a good actor.
Yeah.
He wasn't given a lot of roles, but he was so heartwarming in Princess Bride.
And he was such a presence.
Yeah.
On screen.
I mean, it's hard not to.
Yeah, exactly.
He was a human IMAX. But, But Bautista, like something he hasn't been able to show for Gunn was like his full range of emotion, which he did do in Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah.
Robert Mallet, who was sometimes known as in The Wrestler as the Akkadian Giant. Yeah. He went by other types of names as well. Like he's retired and bought a farm that him and his family work, but he still does films on occasion. And he did Becky with Kevin James, and he had such a great story arc, and he gave such great emotional transitions in his role of being sort of the number one guy for this neo-Nazi who's beginning to second guess.
Yeah.
What feels right to him.
Exactly.
Right.
And you just expect, he's a big, massive guy. He's a fucking actor.
Yeah, exactly. But no,
I've always, I was never a big fan of professional wrestling, but I've always, whenever I did watch professional wrestling, I thought these guys were not just athletes, but they were also bloody actors. They were actually, you had to sell the villain, you had to sell the hero part, you had to sell the conflicts and all. You had to be an actor. It was a stage production is what it was.
Yeah,
really.
Exactly.
During the 80s, like every kid my age was watching a little bit of wrestling, and not taking it serious. But I think it was Brett
Yeah.
the hitman Hart.
Heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was actually the one that there's a really good documentary. I'm not a big wrestling fan, but I watched this documentary. It's called Wrestling with Shadows, and,
Yeah,
and
that's a good
one
one.
of his sort of sorrowful complaints is the fact that people would always come up to, oh, wrestling's so fake, so fake. No one came up to us and said, you
made-
wrestling, you're really actors. Sorry,
Right.
you're really athletes.
Right.
Because I mean, we have to do this high intense thing for 10 minutes long, where we're bouncing along through all these physicality.
And they're like
everyone's-
stuntmen. There has to
Yeah.
be a coordination.
Yeah,
There has to be. Otherwise, you can. people have been seriously injured. I mean,
That's
one
that's
Well,
why.
of the
yeah,
hearts
his brother
died
died.
from yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well,
So-
there was. Oh no, go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry, I cut you off. You're gonna say something, Mike? You were gonna finish?
No.
Oh, sorry. I just want to say this before we end. That's why I admire Batista, because in SummerSlam 2014 he fought Paul Levesque, aka Triple H, and at one point Batista took a chain, because Triple H wrapped the chain around his face, and for a good minute you see Batista's face, like it was slowly bleeding, because those chains had hooks and it went into his mouth.
Wow.
And people are like, oh, Batista's such a good actor. No, well, not only that, but he's actually crying because he has a chain being.
He's in pain.
He's
Yeah.
in pain. So, that's why I consider him and a few other wrestlers like actually really good actors. Like Dwayne Johnson.
Mhm.
Embarrassed Vin Diesel. So that's a good one. That's a really good one. But
John Cena.
yeah, John Cena. At first, I don't like him, but I'm like, all right, I see where he's going with this.
We'll see how he does in Suicide Squad, because
Yeah.
they've already signed him for a solo movie
Yeah,
from his character from Suicide Squad.
it's actually going to be a series.
Oh, a TV series?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He,
I-
I think John Cena though, sort of, he fancies himself more of a comic actor than a dramatic actor. He's very big on,
Yeah.
on funny stuff.
Yeah. But I mean, the new Suicide Squad is going to be. I don't know. We'll see how it looks better than the one David Ayer came out with Will Smith and Margot Robbie. But
But the David Ayer one got taken away from him and re-edited. And
yeah, exactly, exactly. But the director's cut was more of his take that he had, because the film originally was like 2 hours and 2 minutes, but the director's cut's like 2 hours and 2 hours and 13 minutes, and you see like where he was going with this, and but the ending is not his ending. But originally, like he said in an interview that the ending was going to be much. Like he want to keep it not dark. We want to keep it like as a dark-ish ending. But Warner Brothers like, no, we got to keep it light and fluffy. And I'm like, wow, okay. Well, then you had me. I mean, you lost me there.
Now Jupiter's Legacy, which I enjoyed,
Yeah.
though I did feel that the special effects weren't up to par with a lot of modern stuff, has been canceled. So there will be
I
no
heard.
season 2. They ended season 1 on a cliffhanger. But Mark Miller they've already signed him to do other things from that universe.
Yeah.
So he's going
That's
to
true.
have another show that's going to have those characters as secondary characters,
Possibly.
which is weird. Josh Duhamel apparently was kind of heartbroken to have it canceled on him like this.
Josh Duhamel, he used to be a good actor, but when it comes to TV shows, he's not that
He was
lucky.
interesting. He
Yeah.
was interesting in Jupiter's Legacy. The story itself was rich enough, and the cliffhanger, the twist at the end was interesting enough to make me go, "Oh, what? All right, I really need to rewatch to kind of pick up some more clues." There's also came out on Sunday the new Bo Burnham special, Inside.
Yeah, somebody mentioned that the other day on Facebook. I said I've got to check that out. So
I don't think it's very different from Make Happy, which made me truly kind of go, wow, this kid's great. But I think it is the perfect lockdown comedy special because he's doing it without an audience. It's just
Right.
him making
Him.
songs and short skits. It's a little all over the place, and he addresses that. And
Well,
he works with the
as it
negative
probably
space a lot.
yeah, as it
Very
probably
well.
should be all over the place, because when you don't have an audience to riff off of, or to have get reactions from, you're sort of like flying blind. Really, you know that you can put together all of your stuff, structure it, write it, perform it, but if you're not getting any reaction from a live audience, you're sort of left a little bit, where exactly can I tweak this or tweak that, or
Yeah.
did
Thank you,
this
Jan.
really land, this joke or this skit? So
It's also very impressive to see his skill because he has done everything on it, and the lighting effects. It's not just the writing the jokes, but the writing of the music because it's very heavy on the music.
mhm.
It is that was my doorbell. There is so much. What he does with the lighting and the
Right.
fact that he does with this blank room, his office, this little outhouse. That's outhouse. Not really. Outhouse isn't the right word. This outbuilding from his house,
Right.
sort of like a little guest house that he does it all in. How he transforms the scenes with light. The fact that it's incredibly well done, and on top of that, you see him going through the COVID, like the emotions that are going there. He doesn't reference anything so much as topical, but you can see his hair getting longer, his beard getting bigger, and all of this that is happening during
Right.
the lockdown, during the preparation and making of that special. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it. I recommend it.
Okay, I will check it out.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Some twisted stuff.
it's been over an hour now. So
Yeah.
wow, we really got into this one.
Exactly.
Jan, thank you again, and thank you for reminding me about getting my hair cut. It's just like you notice that like it's just a very straight line where the gray sort of cuts in.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I'll tell people it's blonde. Just
Yes.
Exactly.
They can't really
Exactly.
tell.
it's a fade out.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys have a good night, a good day. Enjoy yourselves. Thank you for the birthday
Yeah.
wishes
And,
for everybody who's tuned in.
and everybody who's tuned in, thank you very much for tuning in.
And happy birthday again,
Yes.
Paul.
Thank you.
No problem.
And oh, that's my sister, I believe. So it's not Jan, it's Janny T. Thank
Okay.
you very much. Yeah, it's thanks for making me realize I don't look original. My family all has the same face. All of us. It's all of us. All right, I gotta go lose some weight and get some plastic surgery so I can
Yeah.
be original once more. You guys all have a wonderful time. Thank you, everybody who tuned in.
Thank you.
for all the
Thanks,
birthday
everyone.
wishes.